Today, I want to explain to you the best practice for gratitude that I have found working with clients. As a clinician, I often have people that come in to see me that are really in a down state. They're depressed, they're frustrated, they're going through some very difficult trials. And it's easy for them to get lost in that trial and not to find anything that they're grateful for in this life. So it's not uncommon for myself or other therapists to ask clients to start a gratitude journal. Now, why do they do this? Well, there's hundreds of studies that have shown that when people start practicing gratitude lists and write them down for several weeks, that even when they're done, that they'll have a higher mood elevation for months to come. So I want to talk a little bit about that. When I ask clients to write down gratitude journaling, sometimes people talk about it as gratitude affirmations, gratitude meditations, just gratitude or thankfulness journals. I want you to, at the end of the night, write down 3 things you're grateful for. That doesn't have to be long journaling lists. It can be just quick sentences. So it can be quick, short, and easy to write that down. So I often ask people to set an alarm on their phone at a certain time at night before they go to bed and to get out either a piece of paper, journal, sticky tabs, or type it in their phone. Just 3 things they're grateful for. Now, it's often common that the first start of these lists, they're difficult to write. Now, I ask people just find anything. You're grateful for your health, you're grateful for your family, grateful for your job, just something. But then I ask them to start expanding on that. Now, when they come in and read these lists to me, which I ask them to do, sometimes I'll see some people that they'll cancel out the positivity in the gratitude. Now, let me explain why this is important to know. There's also been studies that have found that when they started tracking people's gratitude lists, they found that some people had canceled out positive things in their gratitude list by putting in a negative. So what does that look like? So a client may read to me and say, I'm grateful that my ex-partner didn't yell at me when I picked up the kids. There's a positive and a negative there. Another one may say, I'm grateful that my boss didn't fire me when I showed up late. A positive and a negative that cancel each other out. So make sure all the words in your gratitude list are positive, helpful, things that make you feel good. Okay, one of the other things in the best practices of gratitude is I found that many people are not gracious receivers of gratitude. And this is difficult for many people. I know I struggled this when I was younger of accepting gratitude. And so what does that mean? What does it look like? Sometimes people might say, thank you for all the work you did on this job at work. And I'll say, oh, it was nothing, when it really was a lot. And I just canceled out and I didn't accept the gratitude. Or thank you for helping me with this or that. And I say, oh, no worries. Instead of saying, you're welcome, thank you, just taking the gratitude and accepting it and sitting with it. So that's one of the hardest things that I see a lot of people do. And that's probably one of the best practices to start doing. Now, obviously, you want to start being grateful to other people and sharing the gratitude with those around you for anything and everything you find. We want you to focus when you're in a problem, start focusing outside of yourself. Focus on the things that are coming to you that you're grateful for, finding things to be grateful for towards others and giving that energy out to them. Look, I want you to rise above the negativity, triumph over these trials, get out of the difficulties that you're facing. You have an attitude of gratitude, things will improve. Look, I hope you can use this to help yourself and others during these days. If you really like what you heard, please share this with someone else. Hit that like button. And I love to see in the comments something that you're grateful for. Thanks so much, and I'll see you next time.